Hey guys, Larry here, Boxcars Garage. So we are back on the Model A Coupe, and in this video we are going to weld in this donor panel that I've been working on. The dash rail is going to help us make sure that we're in the right spot, and the gas tank is going to help us as well. So we will do a video up on that, and then at the end of this video we can kind of run through quickly the treasures I brought home from the Moultrie, Georgia swap meet that was like 2 weeks ago. So if you hang out to the end, you can see what I bought. So check it out. Had one of my subscribers reach out to me last night. Goes by the handle of Mr. Johnson, and he was looking for a reference measurement for his project, and what he wanted was inside to inside A-pillar reference, because he believes that there's been a repair to this channel, this metal channel, and there may be an inch taken out of it. He wants to verify that. So I was a little bit apprehensive in passing him a reference from my car, just because my car is not pristine, and you know, normally I would want something, I would want a reference from something that I knew was bone stock, never been in an accident, you know, that sort of thing. But sometimes it's hard to get these nuggets of info, so you kind of reach out and you do the best you can. So anyway, what I'm going to do for him is go ahead and measure the opening, which I already have. I'll show you how I did it. Rather than use a tape or a combination of tape and marking, whatever, I like to put something on the inside that can expand, you know, to suit the opening. In this case, I use these two pieces of stainless channel. I put it into the opening, and then I spread it out, and then I pulled it out of the opening, measured it. I came up with 43 3/4. That was my inside reference, and that is from flat to flat. I didn't go up on this arch at all. I just went directly up to the flat for that reference there, buddy. So make sure you look at yours the same way. Then you see, this is the old material that I cut from. I don't know why my phone is not. There we go. There we go. You see the old material is still there where I cut it, and you see the new piece actually extends beyond it. I've got to trim that and weld those up together. But from my original cut, if you go over to my old cowl-side and you measure from the flat to the end of the cut, I have 3 3/4. And I go back over here, and what I want to see is 3 3/4 offset of this A-pillar to the old existing material that's still in place. And you see I'm at 3 3/4. So that tells me that my A-pillar is back in a stock location. So I'm 99.9% comfortable in passing you that inside dimension of 43 3/4. So there you go, Mr. Johnson. Happy to be of assistance. Okay, I guess it's time to go ahead and wrap this video up. I did promise that we'd do a walk around, and I would show you my treasures I picked up from Moultrie. Wasn't a whole bunch, but it was some pretty good scores. And I did help my friend Phil from Phillips Hot Rod Garage. If you haven't been there yet, look him up. He's got a great channel. He's about ready to go over 1,000. Putting out some really good content. Go pay him a visit. As far as this project goes, this task of replacing that cowl-side, I'm really happy with how everything turned out. And I like the old mock-up using the original valance, you know, from the Model A, and then slipping that repop dash face or whatever you would call it. Looks pretty good. I do have one or two more other options that I could maybe play with, but this one was pretty much the easiest that I could put on for the dress-up purposes, and so that's why we're looking at it right now. But I like it. I like it. I think it's got the amount of gauges that I would probably run anyway, so we will see what we end up with in the end. So if you made it to this point of the video, thanks for hanging tight with me, and hope you enjoyed the video. And let's get to looking at the treasures from Moultrie. Okay, this is my first and favorite find from Moultrie. It's a Super Bell 4-inch drop I-beam. It's got round back spindles and the 40s, 3940s juice brakes. This came off of a driving car, so I hope that the hubs are nice on the inside. I haven't opened it up yet, but I got a heck of a deal on that, just because I'm always wondering, you know, how much was different things, you know, how much did the guy pay for them or whatever. I'm going to share some pricing with you today, which may be of use. It may not be of any use because every situation is different. But I picked up that I-beam and a couple of 35, 36 spoke rims for $300. So I did pick up some other odds and ends, but you know, like hinge pins and what have you. Some expendables as far as flap wheel sanding discs and whatever, but I don't think that I missed anything as far as what I bought. I think I showed you everything, but anyway, I sold some pretty cool stuff. Had some good flips. Oh wait, here's one item. Forgot about this. I'm pretty proud of these. Let me flip you around. Get these old school flathead headers. I cleaned them up. They were kind of a mess, but I was really happy to have these. I bought them right as well. I believe I paid $40 for that set, and all I had to do was about 4 or 5 hours worth of hand polishing. It must have been the season of front ends, because I ended up with another front end. This is an original 32 I-beam, and that spring is an old aftermarket spring, from what I've been able to tell with my research. And that's, as I understand it, that's indicated by the it squared off. Each leaf is squared off versus a tapered end with a triangular cut. And I think that those clamps there are indicative of an old aftermarket 32 spring. So I got that, and then there was one more 32 piece that I had to go ahead and take with that group, and I've got it hung up on the ceiling right now. It's a dash, pretty nice shape. There's a little bit of pitting in the upper right portion of the dash that I've cleaned up, so it needs a little bit of work. It's Got a couple of additional holes in it as well for some gauges. But nice dash overall. Those 3 pieces, I got those for $250. I did pick up some more shop flare. Thought this was a pretty neat State Fire Marshal sign. It's double-sided, and I just haven't hung it up yet. I had a successful trip overall, and really, I love that show. I love going back to it, and they do a fine job for what that show is. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you. If you are a subscriber that's been holding out, waiting for a video, thank you very much. If you're new to the channel and you kind of like what's going on here, the whole vibe in the shop, consider subscribing and passing it off to a friend that may like the same sort of thing. Trying to grow the channel, trying to get some good content out to you, and we will make that happen. So anyway, happy holidays and take care, everybody. See ya.